All right, let's kick it off. Hello, everybody. Joining me on the line, it's Moggin. Hello, Moggin.
Hey Charles.
Hey, hey, hey. We are doing the last stream of the year, or the first stream of the year, depending on where you are in the world. And we've got just the one matchup today. It's Nyx and RNGbus that are set to clash. And as we can see, these two guys have been getting a ton of wins. They made it pretty far. We don't have any repeat factions or generals, so no mirror matches today. In fact, not many artifacts today. The only artifacts we're going to be seeing, potentially Chakram, maybe a Mind Lathe. Mind Lathe on Maeve is really good because it's some guaranteed removal.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Maybe we'll see a lure into betrayal kind of finisher, or maybe something else. I don't know. Is there anything you're looking at with these decks before we kick it off?
Nothing in particular. I mean, we're pretty familiar now. I mean, as I said, I like the Mind Lathe. We could see some cool stuff with that. The Sage.
We could see
Cool.
Reaper of the Nine Moons stealing a golden Justicar. That way you get your own equipment out of it, or maybe it'll grab like a War Beast. Who knows? Haven't seen it do much yet.
I mean, that could happen.
Okay, well, also taking a look, these guys are now playing for prizes. Whoever wins is going to get it secured into first or second. Whoever loses today is going to be dipping out with just 33 bucks and none of the cool stuff you get at the very top end.
Damn.
And
Nice decks.
yeah, this is also a first-time championship for any of these guys if they do get here. RNGbus actually is not much of a tournament goer, but nyxnyxnyx has shown up a few times, but has only gotten like second or third. So this is a good shot for Nyx to score first place, potentially. Yeah. All right, with that said, ready for game number one. We're jumping into it in 3, 2, 1. Going. Okay, this stream, you might blink and you'll miss it because we're going to be going quick. We got 2 or 3 games. Whoever wins with both their decks gets it, and looks like we're going to be playing with the cool colors. Blue and purple are here, and Replicant is the playable to start the day off. But RNGbus' side has some opener options. You could tiller to mess up somebody's opening, which I definitely fell victim to, or there's some consideration to go 2-drop into 2-drop.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen Mage Swan there. Mage Swan hanging about. I don't know if he'll hold on to it though. I will actually, interesting.
Yeah. Really wants to shut down any of RNGbus's BBS action to turn on the Shaman or anything else.
Yeah, I guess that kind of works. It turns off Grasp, Relentless Shadow, and BBS. It's okay. It's okay to hold on to it.
Right. Yeah, Relentless Shadow is a pretty annoying one to get stuck. Because RNGbus would like to play that every turn. Doesn't have the card in hand though, so no spells, not a big diff. So Nyx opened up with the Replicant and then immediately replaced the second Replicant. He doesn't want to mess with it now that one of them's been used up. These things fall off pretty quick. RNGbus has this signature Planar Scout. This is like a tiny little minion that gets you out of binds or summons something in a weird spot. Maybe airdropping a Justicar or something.
Good. Just land on that bottom tile and steal a mana, stop the ramp.
Yeah, Planar Scouts are great for stealing mana early. And then 2 steps forward, could trade with the Replicant. Ooh. Right, turn 1 doesn't have the option for that, so just gonna go ahead and playing a tiller to throw back nyxnyxnyx a little further. Just to mess up the openers. Now can't easily grab another mana tile.
So yeah, probably just play the Sentinel.
Yeah. Drake Dowager is a pretty nice Sentinel. It spits out these 4/4 Drakes, but it might be obvious what it is. but it's still pretty scary.
Yeah, if he doesn't replace, it's more obvious that it's straight Dowager, I think. So you might want to replace the sort of make it look like you don't have like make it look like it's Moonlit Basilisk more, because Dowager would be the better Sentinel in this matchup here.
Yeah, it's good in the matchup, but in the actual board state, we could see that the Replicant could just get cleared by something other than the General, so the Dowager stays asleep. But maybe that stops spells from being played if RNGbus is trying to play both sides of it.
Yeah, it's tricky, it's tricky. There's a lot of mind games going on.
It's a really good card to have out. It wasn't replaced though, so RNGbus might have some reads as to which Sentinel this is. It's really dangerous to test for it though, because if you guess wrong, the game could be over.
The Replicant did have to kill the 2-1 with Player Scout, because otherwise the 2-1 would have been able to kill a 2-2 anyway. So you kill it just to cut off his options, to stop him from doing something weird with it.
Yeah, giving your opponent fewer choices does a little bit better for you. RNGbus has actually a lot of choice in this turn, could potentially get the Golden Justicar rolling. Even has leftover mana to use the Tiller.
Yeah, the Tiller doesn't really accomplish.
It doesn't do anything.
Just,
Yeah.
like against like Vath it's good, but against her it's not.
You can keep Faye far enough away that her BBS doesn't work, but I don't know if that'll come up. Yes, this BBS has range 2, so it only hits 2 tiles beyond your normal attack range, so you can't just nuke someone from coast to coast anymore like you used to be able to. Faze can't just run away all game. We do indeed see the Massive Provoker, which is a very good answer to the Sentinel. So by transforming it into a pet, the Provoke isn't active until next turn. But this is a bit of an upgrade in giving it celerity.
Oh no, this is really good for Nyx actually.
Yeah.
Because Thunderhorn is looking like a tasty meal is in front of it.
Thunderhorn is a really funny interaction with Dex because it doesn't kill Dex, so Dex triggers it twice, so it does 8 damage to a chain. And since it's extra tanky, thanks to this equipment it picked up, that could actually, well, it might hit for once. So Nyx in a good spot here to do some huge counterattack. RNGbus is going to have to scatter his units to not be touching this Dex. It's the best way to play around it.
It's easy to forget about Thunderhorn though. He could just forget. I hope he doesn't, because this is open deck list.
Yeah, worst case scenario is Reaper of the Nine Moons gets put in the back and then everything is in chain in one big line. Everything just gets lit up. A better play would be to put this somewhere off to the back and then advance forward diagonally to keep scattered.
Yeah, he could just play Reaper in the back and get ready for a good Chakram turn.
Yeah, this Reaper really comes alive when you give the Frenzy.
I feel like Nyx is in a bad spot already. I mean, I don't see how he kind of gets ahead. He just kind of stuck someone in like 1 minion each turn, and then that's it. Like, whereas like RNGbus can like do a bunch of stuff every turn.
Yeah, this
You know what I mean?
this Malice is pretty huge. One thing Nyx can do to get ahead is summoning a Golden Justicar on top of the shields. That would be one way to get rid of that equipment. But it's really hard to do that kind of move. Like, it would be giving up on the Thunderhorn, which is currently set to hit 2 things, which is okay. The Reaper is prepped. So there is a lot of consideration here for just Justicar on top of the shield, but RNGbus has a rare counterplay. Can actually use oh wait, never mind. The Tiller actually does not relocate minions. It only moves a general. So Golden Justicar could camp that shield. But killing Tiller for free seems better. Thunderhorn might be the play here. But then the Reaper picks up the shield immediately, which maybe that's actually worse.
Yeah, it's in a really. He realizes how much trouble he's in. I'm sure.
Yeah, taking a minute to think out what to do. Matter Shaper is here waiting for an artifact to get equipped. It does actually have a couple hits in this matchup.
Yeah, the thing about Chakram is, normally if you play it, you should be. A lot of times when you play it, you should just win that turn. Like you should clear so much stuff that the artifact being destroyed. It's no longer a big deal, so it's not actually that good against Chakram in that sense. It's better against like Regalia, where it's like long term. You're trying to get value from it. Whereas Chakram is just like one huge blowout turn.
Yeah, Chakram usually happy with the work that it does the turn it comes out. Okay, so one of the best ways to deal with the 9 Moons Reaper is to just bounce it. So Hailstone Prison coming out from Nyx, and that's the only thing coming out of the hand. Deck's left to its own devices, takes itself out, which allows Chittering Tiller to grab this. Or maybe Reaper or even Azure. There's a lot of good pickups for this. Nyx didn't want to have the Watchful Sentinel hit the decks because then Chittering Tiller has Frenzy and we'll just clean up both of them easily. Five mana, potentially, actually 6 or 7 mana. Malice is going to be coming off cooldown next turn, so there's some pressure to get a Azure Horn Shaman out and then immediately sacrifice it.
Yeah, he still doesn't know what this Sentinel is.
Yeah, hasn't cast any spells yet, hasn't done any general hits yet. So hasn't confirmed it being a Dreg Dowager just yet. It might be best to trade the Sentinel off right now, though, just to kill the Tiller and to put something on the equipment that's going to be here. But, of course, we see the 9 Moons is poised to do tons of damage. And there is a Hailstone Prison to bump it back in time again. But that's just kind of kicking the can down the road, delaying the inevitable.
Yeah, Nyx's life is getting lower and lower now.
Yeah, it doesn't have any flash healing in this deck to shoot back up. And is dealing with some hefty damage numbers. Reaper potentially coming in for 7. Tiller could hit for 6 next turn. With the general hit, that's just lethal.
Yeah, he's got this deck that can only kind of deal with one threat at a time. You know, it's like, there's no AoE, there's no... It's just very difficult to come back. It's the deck that doesn't do well when it's behind.
Yeah, wasn't able to activate the Sentinel. Wasn't able to get the T-Horn hit. And is just facing some nasty problems here. But yeah, I do feel that trading the Sentinel for this and then blocking the shield is really good, because that stops the provoke factory. Yeah, so one Bastion's camping the other.
I guess that's it then.
Yep, but we actually see a Demonic Lure. This just gets thrown away. Reaper of the 9 Moons hits for 7 with the Chakram, but there's not enough mana to Chakram and Lure and move towards it. So RNGbus 1 mana short of lethal?
We can just put Chakram on. and
Hit for 7. Oh
Yeah.
yeah! That clears the
That's
threat.
it.
Doesn't even need to use lure. So by not seeing the chakram equipped immediately, we could see RNGbus hasn't seen that same lethal. Because the 7 damage from the 9 Moon would have actually chunked across the Golden Justicar, but I guess RNGbus was thinking about my line of thought. Because usually you want to
Yeah.
whip away the nasty provoker, but there was some opportunity lost.
Yeah, I mean, not sure. Not sure about that one.
Okay, so Nyx has one more turn to work with, but the Bastion or the Golden Justicar is out of position, and there isn't like a pet transformation to really kick off a combo. Just more provokes. And it doesn't matter how many provokes are set up when there is a Frenzy online. This was a really nasty game for Nyx. It didn't look like there was much possibility.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of why I don't like cards like Replicant. I know that this is,
Yeah, if this was a 2-3, this game could have been way different.
it's like,
If it was a
it's
Primus.
like you did have a lot of cards, like the Replicant, you play a Replicant then replace it, right? But then you've got no board, you've got nothing, it's not doing anything.
Well, what it does is it keeps your hand size really high, but it's no good if your grip is just locked in your action bar and you can't actually drop things.
Yeah. You don't need a lot of cards though. I mean, that's kind of... I mean, obviously more cards is better, but it's not like this deck burns through cards. This deck plays 1 card or 2 cards at a time, whereas like some Songhai decks, you want to play 4 cards at a time. Like, you don't need cards at.
So stuff like Frostfire to do 3 damage to everything is a kind of AoE that could potentially get you like a 2-for-1 or 3-for-1. But if you're going 1-for-1 and your opponent has the first step on you, then it's really hard to come back from that. RNGbus gets game number 1 using Maeve, destroying this Fae. Quite strong stuff. So next up we're going to be seeing Saj with the package of Arcanists.
Oh, yes. This one.
Yeah, Trinity Wing and Azure Summoning is a pretty good hookup. Droplift is a dead card, but whatever, it can be replaced. There's only 2 copies of it. Okay. We are jumping into game number 2. If RNGbus takes this, then we're done. But if Nyx takes it, then it'll be 1-1. Alright, welcome back. We got the ladies facing off against each other. Carsey the Crab is cool to have out early. It does ask a little of you, but it's got some good stats. I'm into it. It's not strictly better than Primus Fist, or not Primus Fist, I'm thinking Rock Pulverizer, which is always provoking, but it's got a little bit less stack.
Yeah.
Oh, time for Crab. Garcy's here.
So he didn't replace. He's quite happy with his hand.
Yeah, we might be seeing a Sphinx next turn, because really wanted to just go 2 to 4. Maybe that's what's going on. RNGbus is going to be replace happy with this Aether Master.
could click on the tile and double first wish.
Yeah, usually you don't want to put a 3-power minion in front of you turn 1 when it could be cleared up, but being able to push it over the line with a Silence First Wish, pretty nice. Has the option of doing that again. Instead wants a 3-5, but it's pretty similar. Might as well do it for the card cycling to inform later turns. So we got a pile of Azure Summonings waiting, which actually keys off the Aether Master, so that's great. Nyx could stop that by using a Hailstone Prison.
Yeah, that's kind of sad when you Hailstone in a 2-drop.
Yeah. Well, it was a 2-drop that had 2 spells on it, but those 2 spells were cantrips, so it's coming behind in the exchange. Of course, the alternative is much worse. Azure Summoning is going to pull out nasty Dragon Dude. Okay, so how about a Drake Dowager?
So we'll very likely see a 0 summoning. But the issue is the Sentinel. What Sentinel is it? Who knows?
I think it was the Drake Dowager that's going to key off Sag attacking. I don't think a Basilisk snuck in there, but perhaps maybe there was a Basilisk in there. That would be a nice feature for spectators to see under the hood, or even a player themselves, so they can tell which of their face-down creatures are which. Maybe it's a tooltip that I've got disabled. Whoops. Because Magmars actually work that way.
Oh, yeah.
RNGbus replacing an Azure Summoning, finding Trinity Wing, which is what the Azure Summoning would have hit anyway. The Shroud actually makes the attack really safe. No matter what the the Sentinel is, silencing it makes it trivial.
Yeah, you could actually play the Trinity Wing above Fair, like directly above.
Oh yeah, with the Azure Summoning, just pull out 3 spells. If it's 2 spaces above Fae, then that opens up a mana tile, so something can be cast immediately. Running out of time. How about a Trinity Wing in the back, so it can be a flying threat. And then not taking a diagonal step makes it so this Warbird can't just chew down the whole column. And Aether Master taking a swipe at the crab. Has confirmation now that this is a Drake Dowager because the spell was cast and didn't wake up. If it was a Basilisk, may have been able to run away. But now it's going to know to not attack. Nyxnyxnyx. Probably going to drop the Sphinx. Can't get enough of these things. It would immediately die though.
You want to trigger the transformation sometimes because it goes to 1 attack instead of 3.
Yeah, it'd be a big downgrade, especially if you can immediately shroud it or just attack it. So we're probably going to be seeing some of that. Trinity Wing makes the play so awkward because the Sphinx just immediately gets answered.
Oh yeah.
Same thing with the Matter Shaper. Unfortunate stat line. 5/4.
The Sphinx doesn't give a card. It doesn't give the riddle.
Yeah. It actually, the Sphinx is unriddleable. Because RNGbus' hand is just full of too many lessons. Does not have room for any riddles. Which is kind of funny. Well, Nyx had a fine play anyway. We got Golden Justicar to keep it locked up. And Karsi's here to scoop up the shield once it drops.
Yeah. No, he's got a good turn here, I think, Sarge, with bring his attack to 3, BBS, attack there 3/7,
Yep.
and then deal 2 damage to it, kill it. And then move the other master onto the shield, kill Cassius, and you've got the master at 3/1.
Right. Want to use the...
Dragon Armor.
I was thinking about the Aether Master just attacking the crab where it is, but you want it to pick up the shield, because the Trinity Wing is a lousy shield holder. I think it'll just drop the equipment when it unsummons. I don't think it'll, like, take it and confiscate it and go to the hand with it. But yeah, just to block the shield from being able to be equipped again is strong enough, so Aether Master's probably just going to live there. Maybe even Sag. We'll see. Sag, of course, going to have to spend her turn Lesson of Couraging and then Psionic Striking to get rid of this immediate threat, as you were mentioning. Maybe even a Lesson of Power, because 7 is slightly too tall. Moving forward, this Aether Master to be able to shroud the Dowager when it wakes up.
Not sure about this. Oh, like this. Okay. Don't really like this. Don't like this turn, I'll be honest with you.
There wasn't any way to stop the Dreg Dowager though. Like, you have to give him the shield. I wasn't seeing a better turn.
I was saying, no, look. You would Sag, you know, you do the 3 attack,
Yeah.
you do BBS,
Yeah, hit for
and you
6.
kill, you do 6 and then you do the
Lessen the power.
2
Yeah,
damage
yeah.
spell on it, and you kill it, right, and
Yeah.
then your dragon isn't provoked anymore, it just flies over, and it just kills the 1/4, the Dread Dowager.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Dragon
the
should've
other
been on
master, instead of 2 left, you move it to right onto the shield, and then you hit Carcinus, and it just
Yeah.
dies. That's what I was
That would have been
thinking.
really good.
Because now the crab goes onto the, or whatever goes onto that shield, and it becomes a problem.
Yeah,
Whatever's
anything's a
onto that shield.
problem. Thunderhorn's a problem. Sphinx is actually not doing a riddle, so I guess that's why RNGbus is at 1 mana, passed with this Lesson of Power in hand, even though could have played it. It's really gimping Nyx's playstyle. Able to take out the Aether Master pretty cleanly with the General at least, and the other backline minion. And can probably just use Karsi to keep the lockdown. It's ever scaling up health, makes it really tanky. And Nyx in an excellent position. RNGbus is in a world of trouble.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the
Guess you could-
capability of getting any more of these lessons this turn. What are you thinking? Owl?
Owl's not. Owl's okay-ish.
There's a
heal
problem
up?
though, named Thunderhorn. Like the owl could be put
Yeah.
diagonally forwards to meet it, but the lightning's coming through.
Yeah, it survives though if you cast a couple of spells, and it can keep on healing.
Yeah.
So it's not that bad.
Yeah, it actually would be too tanky to deal with. Illusionist seems pretty bad because it'll spit out stuff that all gets cleaned up at once, and the silhouette kind of functions. Maybe it's a silhouette turn.
Really hard to play now with the Thunderhorn on board.
Yeah, this backdoor crab with the shield is just monstrous. Even with repeated psionic strikes, wailing on this crab isn't killing it. Gonna have to use a Lesson of Power just to deal with this 2-drop.
It may be better just to even leave it live. Because then the shield's on a tiny little crab instead of whatever he's summoning now.
Might have been concerned about the Sinister Silhouette getting locked down. Because the diagonal step might have been annoying. Well, this is the first time in a long time that Riddle might work, but it's not easy to put something onto this tile. It's gotta be like an Icy plus a Sphinx. Maybe that's good? Sag hates getting stunned. Wouldn't consider Sinister Silhouette to be a stun target, but here we are. Maybe just to stop the Silhouette from doing anything, and it's about to get completely blasted. Like, this is a full lockdown. It makes sense not letting this thing move away, because Thunderhorn here is going to do some serious cleanup. RNGbus needs some Hydrokinesis, but that's a Vanar spell. This Drop Lift is still a dead card. I'm expecting it to be replaced here in a second. I should have been replaced in the first second, but
yeah.
Just contemplating these other... Actually, the Riddle is definitely preventing that, so is it even worth burning to take another look? Maybe not, because Riddle actually powers the Arcanists.
Yeah, Drop Lift does as well, actually.
Yeah, for 1 mana, it's not bad. No way to really stop this Thunderhorn. Guess the only thing that would survive at all is the owl, so it makes sense being the thing that gets thrown out. Riddle was played, maybe a Drop Lift played. It's probably not getting replaced into another 1 mana spell, so. Drop Lift swaps for nothing. But Owl at least has 7 hit points. And now it's Nyx on the receiving end of the Riddle. But has enough stuff on board and in hand to work with. Could potentially throw the Drake Dowager at this Albu Sage to finish it off. Hot Potato got passed back to RNGbus. And I'm expecting a full clear here. Then the question becomes, how can RNGbus get out of this bind? And don't forget the extra movement speed that you get with the Bastion. You can just take this funny looking step like we saw the Sphinx just move.
Yeah, I don't think he'd just get out of this one, I'm afraid.
Yeah. Best bet is to get a Lesson of Power, but there isn't enough mana to clear the hand out enough to do that. Because 2 and then 5? That's actually enough. Yeah, maybe Mana Forger, Trinity Wing, lessen the power, take out the Thunderhorn. Of course, the ads, everything else is going to be the big problem. Not to mention the Basilisk that is up front. RNGbus was playing to this being the other kind of Sentinel, but gets to set up a fantastic lethal for Nyx here. Yes, indeed. And with that, we have Sag taking game number maybe 3, but not number 2, because actually Faye took number 2. Yeah, nyxnyxnyx tying up the series 1-1. Golden Bastion, MVP as usual, but Thunderhorn doing just tons of stuff, and even Sphinx finding a time to get in there and get annoying. So it's gonna be on to Voth. Yes, indeed. Voth for Saj. Who wins? No one knows. These are both kind of similar generals in theory, where they pump up their attack and then go smashy and have a little bit of protecting themselves at the same time. They just have very different themes and flavors to them. Some green versus orange. Yep. All right. Going into the last match of the game to determine who is going to the finals. Nyxnyxnyx or RNGbus. In one of these two smashy generals. Nyx drawing 3 copies of Young Silithar, immediately opting to throw 2 of them back, because if you kept that kind of hand, you would just lose all your hand by emptying it too quickly.
Yeah, I'm looking now. I see.
Ooh. Mind Warper is very cool.
Cosmic Flash.
Cosmic Flesh would be pretty neat to steal. Could also potentially steal Silence First Wish with this Mind Warper. It might be the next card.
I doubt it.
Other consideration is Sivril. You think that's coming out instead? Just to pick apart a board.
Yeah, there's nothing in RNGbus's deck that's worth caring that much about. I mean, just a bunch of weird stuff.
Yeah, Lessons of the Dragon or like whatever else. Azure Summoning to pull out a Mechantor Warbeast might be cool.
Yeah.
The real benefit of the Mind Warper is it can do its ability every single turn. So you just have it somewhere feeding you cards and giving you information about what's in your opponent's hand. It works most of the time. Sometimes.
Yeah, you'd probably just replace all the spells and then it would just be wasting 1 mana on an ability that does nothing.
Right. Well, the spells will probably be cast right away. We might see like a silhouette into Cosmic Flesh like as soon as he figures out what's going on.
Yeah,
it's an available opener.
And then I think that's it. I think that's GG. Because not even a Lava Slasher can clear it. All it can do is Repulse the Beast. Or like, it could do Crater into Lava Slasher to kill it.
It has Deep Impact.
Oh yeah, Deep Impact and Crater. He can, yeah, he needs to draw it now. He can kill it. He's got a couple of ways.
Yeah, this minion here is going to be the MVP in this matchup, no doubt. It's so nasty to deal with. It's just not an attack vector that Nyx is ready for. So gonna have to get lucky or get around this thing somehow. Maybe pilfer a spell from his opponent's deck and then use that, like a Blood of Air, for instance, could be lifted.
I don't think he's gonna play a 3-drop. Because the 4-drop, very unpredictable. You don't know what you're getting, and it's just, there's not much upside. It's not like these spells.
There's some nice hits, but yeah, there's just a chance that this whiffs. RNGbus is playing an Arcanist deck rigged with a ton of spells though, so more often than not it works. So I feel like it could be worthwhile rolling out right now. Of course, that puts the Silithar in the center tile. Another line of play is moving Voth into the center and then fading back diagonally with the Silithar to pick up the mana next turn, but kind of keep things really spaced apart. But I think center and center tile is just fine. Silithar grabbing the mana down here, going to 4. Mind Warper in the back. Seems good. Yeah.
Cosmic.
Although...
No.
Yeah, is barely out of range of Sinister Silhouette and knows that the combo is here. Mind Warper hit the Cosmic Flesh.
So we can expect to see like Owl here. Owl.
Owl, First Wish, it's like super tanky at that point already.
And then we'll keep one of the mana tiles alive.
And then just cast Cosmic Flesh the turn after. That would allow Nyx to print copies of Cosmic Flesh if he wants, but...
Yeah, it's not that good. I mean, you're paying 1 mana to get 1 card, it's okay, I guess. It's okay.
Yeah, it's alright. Dangerous Silhouette. 2 steps forward. Nyx has got essentially 1 more turn to freedom before it gets close enough to do the lockdown. Owl up here, mana left enough for First Wish, pumping the team up even further. Pretty good stuff in hand. Could shroud anything that gets the Cosmic buff.
Should have really hit that Silithar. Definitely should have hit that.
Maybe he was concerned that the Silithar would just, yeah, actually, setting it up to be destroyed would be pretty nice, especially considering the Trinity Wing on the way. Maybe,
yeah.
It's gonna have to be like a Psionic Strike to take it out now.
Yeah, that's what he's thinking, is like, well, I can Psionic this time, but it just gives you more options if you hit now.
Right. Tropic Gaze. Nyx opting to not generate another Cosmic Flesh. At least not yet. Doesn't have the mana for it though. Hopefully the Sivril can do some good. It got placed really far forward. You usually don't see a Sivril really pushing your opponent in, but it's placed here specifically because RNGbus is pushing inwards. Like this Sinister Silhouette's taking 2 steps left or a diagonal step down left for sure.
Kind of weird. I don't know about this one.
Keeping Sivril out of provoke range. I mean, it's just gonna get smashed by the Owl. Maybe it should have been placed below the Silithar. Maybe that'd have been better. Or maybe just like the typical thing to do with it, you back row it, place it to the left. So between Deep Impact and Mechanta Warbeast, there is some taking out the Silhouette. In fact, there's a cheaper option here, Crater. So that simplifies things. This nasty threat has an answer waiting for it.
Oh, Nyx is running away because he doesn't want to be Sinister Silhouetted. I mean, yeah, he doesn't want to get provoked by it.
It might have been good to get provoked by it, though, because that baits out the Cosmic Flesh, and then the Creator combo can clear it. Because now you don't know when you need to throw the combo out, when it's going to get powered up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think this like running away helps him. Like it doesn't accomplish anything. The point of Sinister Silhouette is so that you know, it locks you down, you can't attack anything, but if you run away, it doesn't even have to cast Cosmic now. He can just do anything.
Yeah.
Do whatever he wants now.
And RNGbus can make more use of this space because has a flying creature right here, has a lot of long range spells, even has a pyromancer, so hiding doesn't seem to be as good as just pushing. There's no silhouette tracers to teleport Nyx closer towards the center. So it's really relying on this fade back. Well, there's a Psionic Strike at this point. Buffs up the owl.
No other master.
And Sag does prevent 2 damage taking this approach because of the extra text on the BBS.
I would have played Aether Master here. Oh, he does play it, he just doesn't want it to be buffed by Owl. Okay.
Yeah, that was some ordering shenanigans.
So we can slash it now. Slasher.
Yeah, Lava Slasher completely destroys the silhouette. It could also just pick off the Aether Master. There's some consideration for Crater because it takes out the Pyromancer, but it's already too late in terms of this Sinister Silhouette because the Cosmic Flesh combo isn't here, so it's only a tiny pick off to clear it.
I think Owl runs away with the game. I think Owl is just kind of impact.
Deep Impact is quite an answer to Owl, though. It doesn't matter how big it gets. It's just gonna make the whole team extremely invincible is the main problem, because Owl, it shares its buff.
Yeah, I mean, it would actually make a big difference if that Aether Master was 1-5. I wish it was, but it's not. It's 1-3. It's 1-3, just chilling.
Not punished. Lava Slasher out of range. And that 3 hit points is going to be flying up real quick, so RNGbus not punished for that minor misplay. Going to be able to Trinity Wing and then any of the teachings. That seems quite nice.
Yeah, just Trinity Wing and then get the attack up. And then blast the Slasher, I guess.
How about Cosmic Flesh to destroy Mind Warper? That's kind of a funny use of it, but it does give +1 power for the Pyromancer, and it also puts it out of ping range, so the Crater doesn't just kill it for free. Because the main holder of this buff just died, so...
Yeah, you could do 3... You could do the 3-drop, the 2-drop, and Cosmic Flesh.
Nope.
Now, because it's brought down to 1 mana.
Instead, we're getting Lesson of Courage, +1 attack. Sag loves that plus attack. Doesn't have much more mana for anything else other than attacking the Slasher, and then the Pyromancer is obliged to finish it off. So the Mind Warper lives another day. Could potentially grab one of these tiny lessons.
You really like Man Warp.
Yeah. Okay, Nyx. Warbeast could connect on a couple targets, but it doesn't even get 1 kill. I guess it's gotta be Deep Impact plus Crater.
Yeah. Let's see.
If this combo can wait for 1 more turn, then it can be double Deep Impact Crater, which is quite good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
And then that line of play is more like maybe the Mind Warper does a thing, Silithar picks up Cosmic Flesh, I don't know. But Cantor isn't that impressive when it's doing 0 kills. got a Lesson of Wisdom in the hand now for nyxnyxnyx. So restore 3 health to anything is probably the least of what Nyx was interested in, but it'll come in handy later, possibly.
I wonder if we'll see Cosmic Flash now.
We have the combo. It's back.
Yeah, it's
Sinister
live.
Silhouette. The anti-combo is now gone because Creator was expanded, so it's up to, like, Warbeast actually can't even interfere with it because the Provoke messes it up.
Yeah, that's a cool thing.
Yeah, because usually the Frenzy is a way to get around it, but not this particular minion.
Maybe like Warbeast and then Rebuke, but I don't think he runs Rebuked. Does he? No. No Rebuke.
No, there's only 2 kinds of spells in this next deck, and it's Deep Impact and it's Entropic Gaze. Other kinds of spells, I guess the Mind Warper has to provide. Of which Nyx has got a variety now. Could make something tanky and then keep it topped up.
I would just play Sinister Silhouette, Cosmic Flash, and then the 2 damage spell on the 5/2.
Yep. No, it'd stop it if it ever did get freed.
Oh, so
well,
it's playing like that. Blocking Slasher, I guess.
Yeah, this blocks the Lava Slasher from coming in without a booster, and this would have been a good block to any kind of Dispel, but Nyx actually not running any Dispel. Well, here's the Death Grip. Not to mention the full clear. RNGbus able to take out the back line. Finds the Silver Tongue Corsair, which is actually quite funny with the Cosmic Flesh, but there's enough minions to deal with it. Could take the Sinister Silhouette down to 1 hit point, but there's no way to finish it off. There's no pings. Nyx's deck has a lot of stuff like Bloodseer Alchemist, so could likely find it, but as for this turn, maybe just like a Warbeast in the back, takes out the Trinity Wing. Could also be a Warbeast up front to take out the tiny shitters. Yeah. Yeah, so the Warbeast can cleave in, takes out 2 Arcanists. And Nyx has some explosive combo once this attack number starts getting high. The Drogons can give him just a gigantic burst. So might only need 1 turn free to smash into victory. Of course, the Silhouette is so big, not even a Lava Slasher can take it out. It would need to be a Deep Impact Plus. I do like this removal spell. It's quite nice. And
Oh, there we go.
the money draw. Bloodseer. 1 turn too late. Where was this thing last turn? Well, it's welcome now because Deep Impact plus Bloodseer takes out anything. So that is Sinister Silhouette answered. RNGbus could potentially fill out the board with Illusionists. That seems a little bit better than Aether Mastering.
You should really look for Trinity Ring.
Yeah.
Or Owl.
Or the Summon. Essentially has 6 Trinity Wings in the deck until 3 of them are played. So I was able to slash the Warbeast down. I was able to pump out a few more units. There is some consideration to play the Aether Master to look for the...
Which is insane.
Like, Trinity Wing is out there somewhere.
Yeah, it's kind of just madness, not replacing now. So it's playing the master, but not replacing. Okay. Just weird. It's got a 3-drop. I don't think mana spell. Or 9 mana. He needs to really replace twice here, otherwise he's just kind of throwing the game away.
We do have 2 replaces for RNGbus right now. Finally using one of them, but finds a tiny minion. That's not going to help. But
Use another.
that's the second
Replace
replace.
again. Oh, is it?
Opting to play every card in hand. Everything is on the table now.
Oh, is it?
Nyx could really go for like a homeostatic rebuke, or plasma storm would be nice.
Just gets destroyed by like Creator.
Yeah,
Anyway.
Crater would be so good. This is really good positioning because this shield that is diagonally placed can't easily be camped on by Vath because of the Trinity Wing blocking. And Repulsor Bees can't even find an angle to clear it. So really annoying turn for Nyx. Just gotta remove the MVP at the very least. And repulsing the Trinity Wing doesn't function because it flies. Has mana enough for Silver Tongue Corsair plus Cosmic Flush, but like this thing gets creamed by minions, so it doesn't really matter.
Maybe RNGbus knows it's going to top deck Trinity Ring. That's why I just used all his cards in one turn. Don't know.
Well, has 2 more hits out of top deck. Currently just has Blood of Air in hand, which is an okay final card, but doesn't really do anything in this board. Or even in this matchup.
Yeah.
So we're probably
This
seeing
isn't
this.
winning card on.
Probably getting swapped twice here.
Yeah, he has to find that Trinity Ring.
Well, you can't win by playing nothing, so Nyx doing the play that's available. Here's a Silver Tongue Corsair. It kind of encourages RNGbus to throw a bunch of stuff into it, or to use the Blood of Air that's just conveniently here.
Yeah, it's like he's just going to blow up Blood of Air and then...
Yeah, it keeps the army intact. In fact, it +1s the army because the Illusionist likes it. And then Psionic Strike, make the Illusionist even more happy.
Yeah, there's Bathrone's Cryptographer. So... Cryptographer, Durgon, Compoil. Needs to be
Yep,
respected.
3 go to 8, and then another one 9 go to 18. That'd be lethal. A Cryptographer needs to be found. Pretty explosive lethal. I don't know if RNGbus would be wise to that and back off now.
I mean, I hope so, otherwise...
Like,
It's
2 steps
not
back.
understood much.
Yeah, he's just dead to a certain replace.
Yeah, I mean, that's like the main lethal main combo of this Vath deck.
Yeah, lots of
If you stood in
Drogons.
front of Vath, if you stood in front of Vath, that you know runs Drogon. Oh, well, this could just be
Aether
it.
Master backpedaled. I would have expected that to be a blocker, being positioned where Saj is right now. But RNGbus not too concerned about the combo. So if a Repulsor Beats gets replaced and we see a Cryptographer, we might have Nyx in the finals. But if we don't, we might have more turns.
Yeah, there's a lot of cards that Nyx can draw out here, like... Makanto is okay, the Greta's good,
Yeah, yeah.
and stuff. But the thing is now... Anyway, you should know not to... play
One
position
final
cards.
card in hand for RNGbus, and it's the Refiller. Very nice final draw.
Just-
Nick's probably considering what to replace. Healing for 3. I don't know if that would make a difference, or Repulsor Beast. Drogon's definitely sticking for the combo, but the other two, I don't know.
I want to replace it,
I would have expected a replace very first action, but Nyx gonna just rock with the cards in hand.
What? What's
This Repulsor Beast doesn't do anything. Okay. Well, the next card in sequence was Blood Tier Alchemist anyway, so that theoretically would have come up if a replace happened, which wouldn't have done it.
Wow, so he's not even looking for lethal? Okay. So how much damage is on bot now? Let's see. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I think it's 1 off. Is that 1 off?
It looks like 1 off to me. Yeah, because you get a +1 damage from the Azure, and then the 2 damage spell directly. Nothing is keying off of it in terms of getting bigger, so they'll just all crash in for 2 damage apiece, and it's not enough. Uh-oh. It's RNGbus in a pickle.
Well, it's a 3 cost thing, isn't it?
Oh no, it's 3 costs. Oh well, it's usually 4 cost, but the Mana Forger is reducing it by 1. In the case of a Golem deck, this actually makes the summoning fail because it's pulling a different cost because it's got like a reduction to it and then the spell whiffs. But I think in this case it works because the reduction is on the spell itself and not the minion. So this is likely 3 mana pull out a thing. Whereas like
weird.
if you had a Metallurgist and you're looking for an EMP, you're gonna have a bad time.
That's funny.
That's something I've run into. Maybe next
Never
patch
thought of it.
I'll have that one fixed. Who knows?
Makes sense.
So we don't have the maximum crash in, or do we? We don't. No. Trinity Wing does do a lot to tip the tides. There's some consideration to keeping one of these lessons in hand just to replace for a real card, even though all these lessons are quite good. The 2 damage one's at least good. Yo, passes and draws another Azure Summoning. How is RNGbus so good at RNG? It's like it's part of his name. Nyx immediately replaces, but isn't finding the combo pieces anymore.
Yeah, they came on.
Yeah, Lava Slasher can at least eat the Trinity Wing. Nyx needs to get away from this growing army on the left side. There's just too many units.
The dude Drogon, he would have.
Oh yeah, Drogon would have been it. Yeah, let's just win right there.
RNGbus is playing with fire, he's just not respecting this.
He's just staying close to this explosive lizard deck.
Yeah, don't hang around with the Drogon bath. There's not your friend.
One of the Drogons was already taken out, so it's there's only a 2 in 25 chance that it gets pulled from any given draw, right? Maybe playing around Drogon will give him a worse game. Next, drop in the Lava Slasher. What to do? I don't think a general trade is the hit. Like, I don't think that's the way to go. Maybe 2 steps to the right to take out the other best trade.
You might actually try it because then it would set up for my counter lethal.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah, try it. Let's see, yeah.
Okay, so playing pretty safe, just destroying the nearby minions, opting for Drogon! Nyx is 1 draw too late again. RNGbus is just barely skirting past this game. But yeah, we
yeah.
lessen the power, 2 damage, another 2 damage can come out of the summoning. Saj is gonna hit for 5 with the buff, with 2 backup singers. Oh, close game. Nyx is laughing at how many Trinity Wings are coming out. 1 fewer Trinity Wing and it might have been handleable. but there's just so much. Yeah, 2 damage to anything, 5 damage general slash. RNGbus has defeated nyxnyxnyx 2-1. Showing off all his cool emotes. Yeah. Opting for a flashy lethal, summoning as many units as possible. And there it is. Okay, your finals have been decided. Good effort, nyxnyxnyx gets 3rd place. So we will be getting him the consolation of $33. But moving forward, we've got Snowball versus RNGbus in the grand finale. Whenever that happens, sometime next year, as we are done for this year. One caveat with the finals is it's a best of 5, so first to 3 wins, and whoever wins twice with one of their generals, that general gets the backing, the new skin, and a custom look
So
to
I
it.
have to win at least once with each general.
Yeah, so we'll be seeing Voth Saj versus Saj Maeve, so there's a good chance we'll have a Saj backing, but maybe Voth or Maeve will take some of that limelight.
Alright, cool.
Yep, well, that's it for today. Thanks again, Mog, for jumping on to cast. It was great.
Yeah, it was awesome. Last cast of the year.
Yeah. All right, well, Happy New Year, everybody. See y'all in 2026.
Happy New Year. See ya.